The definition of a choppy market this morning had a relatively small watch list, and none of the trades worked this morning. I was red on the morning, and I'll show you guys what happened. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? It's Miguel here with Market Open, and as you can see, I took two trades this morning, and they were both, unfortunately, both red. So down 243 on the morning, and I don't really regret anything. A lot of the times, whenever you hear people say, "Oh, the market was choppy," blah blah blah, a lot of the times it's kind of an excuse for them not being in the right trades. But I think this is literally the definition of a choppy market. So the market opened up relatively flat too, where it closed on Friday. But as you can see here, this is what I've traded this morning on the SPY. So it came down and just went up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The definition of a choppy market. So in regards to what Friday is, so if anybody said that the market was choppy on Friday, look at this thing. It went down and trended down the whole day. The difference between Friday and today are completely 180. So this is actually very choppy. So the first trade I took this morning was on Sohu, which was actually my only candidate really for a short trade. And I ended up getting in a little early on this. So I ended up shorting it at right at 9.59. So as you guys can see, it came down a relatively big move for a $26 stock. So it came down from $25.50 all the way down to $23.60. That's almost a $2 move on a $26 stock. So that's kind of a lot. You needed to wait for a pullback. And now I wanted to get in on the break of the next candle. So it pulled all the way back up to the moving average. And then the next candle to make a new low was going to be my entry. So I anticipated it, and I actually got in a little early. I said anything under 24.50, I'm going to go ahead and get in. I took 150 shares. I got in as it started coming back down. So down, pulls back to the moving average, starts coming back down, and I got in 3/4 of my position at 25.50 or 24.50, excuse me, or 24.45 exactly, and then another 50 at 24.40. But as you can see, it came down to 24.25, and then it just rocketed up. So it ended up kicking me out. This is a trade that or a pattern that I take all the time, and most of the times it works. So this is the 30 to 40% times that it just doesn't end up working out. So I'm completely fine with this loss. I ended up taking a $128 loss on that. Now FTC was the other trade that I took this morning, and it was a pretty good VWAP rejection pattern. The pattern was good. The market was a little lower. I mean, it was still choppy, but it was a little lower. But the only problem with this thing was that it actually ended up gapping up. So I knew that it gapped up, but we were still trending a little lower. The stock was trending a little bit lower, so I decided to take full size, and I took a full size loss on it. So you'll see here that I got in on FDC 500 shares at 23.34, right at 10.24. So right in here. Right here in this candle, VWAP projection as it comes down, comes back up to VWAP, gets rejected. Next candle to make a new low is your entry. So the low on this candle here is 23.37. If you guys look at the screen up here, it says 23.37. That's what the L is. That means that the low of that candle is that price. So 23.37, I got filled at 23.34. It rode all the way down to 23.20, so I was relatively close to my stop. Not to my stop, but to my target. So I needed to hit 23.14 for me to at least take a half off. But we found a lot of support there, and it started slowly climbing back up. And as you can see here, just in this candle alone, we had, what is this, maybe like almost 400,000 shares of volume, and it just kicked me out. So my stop was up here at 23.57, and didn't get any slippage. Good thing. And ended up taking a $115 loss. Now that the market is choppy, I'm not going to take any more trades. I'm just going to wait until tomorrow. The watch list was not very long this morning, and it is Monday. A lot of people don't like to release their earnings on Mondays, so you'll see like the very important earnings come out on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not a lot of earnings come out on Fridays for the same thing, because if you want people to buy your stock because you just came out with good earnings, you want it to be a middle of the week, so then the play can continue. So like, let's just say if I think Apple and some other big companies report earnings this week, but they're not going to come out either at the beginning of the week or at the end of the week. They're either going to come out Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, most likely, especially with some other big tech names, because they want the continuation and momentum to go either up, hopefully not down. But yeah, that's definitely something that you need to pay attention to this week, because those are going to be big market movers. They're going to move the NASDAQ, which are the QQQs, which is the tech sector. So this, and which will also cause the SPY to move. All right, guys, that is the recap on the morning. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to put it down in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.